Hello boxing fans, and welcome back to Andy's Cavern for what appears to be another Groundhog Day in the world of boxing. How we all doing out there? All good, I hope. So there's been the press conference for Eubank Jnr versus Conor Benn, though it's more like Eubank Jnr versus Hearn, isn't it? So with all the back and forth, Eubank throwing a lot of accusations about. Is Eubank a better promoter than Hearn? Is all this just to sell the fight? To be honest, after the first fight, I didn't really want to see it again. I didn't want to see guys getting drained down below where they should be. As we always say, there's weight divisions for a reason. The last time Eubank ended in hospital, as he was alluding to, something about the ambulance being delayed and leaving by 20 minutes or something, which he was blaming Hearn for. Does he have evidence to back that up? I have no idea. There's many other accusations against Hearn and Robert Smith from the Boxing Board of Control, or No Control as some people call it. Stuff to do with the weigh-in. I remember at the time they said they wouldn't let him go for a P urinate, or whatever you want to call it, PISS, which would have made all the difference. Was it not something like half an ounce? Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong on that. I'm sure it was something like half an ounce over, and then he got some ridiculous fine. Was it £500,000 fine or £300,000? I forget the figures, but it was ridiculous amounts of money. Wasn't even a world title fight, so I don't know what all the drama with these fines is. They must have been drawn into the contract, but then he must have signed the contract as well, so why is he signing contracts that are not fair for him, or who's advising him? To be fair, I think he's quite a smart guy, so but he must have advisors round about him. Or is this just all part of the pantomime? You don't know what to believe, do you? Well, he was badly dehydrated after, I don't think there's any doubt about that. But I just hope there's no rehydration clause in this next fight. But as I've said, I'm not really interested in seeing this again anyway, but I suppose maybe some other people have the same opinion as myself, so they need to drum it up and get some drama going, create some fake beef to generate interest in the fight. I mean, it was a good fight last time, better than I thought it would be, but I don't really see a different result this time. But certainly Eubank Jnr has been putting the boot into Hearn, but that's maybe not a bad thing, because I think one thing none of us should forget is the last time in the post-fight press conference, Hearn was talking about for a rematch dragging Eubank down another 2 pounds in weight. I don't know if he mentioned 158, or he'd certainly mentioned dragging him down another 2 pounds in weight, which I think personally is disgusting. What you try to do? Try to kill the guy. He's already drained down way more than probably what he should have done. He is signing the contracts, but there has to be responsibility taken by promoters who are putting this stuff on. I mean, his old man was responsible in some respects, many people say, for the Michael Watson Eubank fight, where Michael Watson received an injury, and I think Eubank Sr. said, the brain surgeon that treated Michael Watson said if he hadn't, because what had happened apparently the fight was made. It was a 12-stone world title, super middleweight title fight, and I think, I can't remember the exact weight. It was at 164 they were to fight at instead of 168. Barry Hearn dragged Watson and Eubank down. It must have suited Eubank more if he dragged Watson down in weight. I think Watson was quite big at the weight. And the last thing to rehydrate is fluid around your brain. And I think the brain surgeon said if he hadn't been drained down that extra 4 pounds or whatever it was, there's a chance he wouldn't have incurred that injury, life-changing injury, which happened to Michael Watson as well. We're all well aware. And I'm pretty sure that put the Boxing Board of Control into administration. I think Frank Warren bailed them out actually, and it wasn't even his show that this terrible accident happened on, was it? So where was Matchroom when that happened? I don't know. You tell me if you know different in the comments. But that shouldn't be forgotten, his talk about dragging Eubank down another couple of pounds in weight. It's wrong, and promoters shouldn't be doing stuff like that or trying to do stuff like that. So Eubank's quite right to speak out. Is everything he says true? I don't know. If you know, feel free to comment. I'm only a boxing fan here. This is only my opinion, as it is a boxing channel, as you know. Otherwise you probably wouldn't be watching, would you? But I just think it's wrong trying to drag people way down in weight to try and get an unfair advantage. And there was stuff about Robert Smith like escorting or doing something with Billy Joe Saunders, going to try and get him to inspect Eubank's wraps. So there was all this back and forth and hullabaloo about what's going on. What does it do? Creates drama to sell the fight, doesn't it? But there was some serious accusations there, and they need to be looked into. Like, where does his money go for all these fines he got? Because he got quite a lot of fines, didn't he? Was there 2, maybe 3? Big fines. The egg thing, he got fined for that. I mean, the fine that was imposed on for that was, again, way more than it should have been. If you hit somebody in the street with an egg, are you going to get fined that kind of money? Didn't think so, Didn't think so. It's just, disproportionate, I would say. Yeah, so that was drama with that. More Groundhog Day stuff. I believe there's more talk of talks for Fury Joshua to take part in a boxing match. We've heard this for years, haven't we? And probably most people like myself now. I couldn't care less if it happened or not. I will watch it if it happens, but I couldn't really care less. It's a fight way past its sell-by date. A bit like Kell Brook and Amir Khan by the time they got in the ring. So they're saying this fight's going to happen next year. It's not going to be this year, is it? This year's nearly done regarding organising boxing fights. Next year, and then they're talking about they're both having a warm-up, a run-out fight, they were calling it. There's a chance either of them could get beat in a run-out fight, because they're no longer the top 2 heavyweights around, are they? There's every chance they could get beat. If Tyson Fury gets knocked on his backside by Francis Ngannou in Francis Ngannou's first boxing match, what's to say somebody else couldn't drop him on his backside? Or maybe worse. So, I mean, Anthony Joshua, they're both coming off losses. I think Joshua's coming off the more damaging loss against Daniel Dubois. But I mean, who are they going to put them in with? Are they going to put them in with very low ranked fighters, or to play it safe and just shake off some ring rust? Or are they going to put them in with some of the top competitors? I mean, there's other guys in Britain that could beat them. Fabio Wardley, there's a chance he could beat both of them. You just don't know, Moses Atumo. Could he beat both of them? I know he's not got a lot of experience at the moment, but everybody seems to rate him as the real deal, even Tyson Fury. He speaks very highly of him, as do many other people that have sparred him. I think Lawrence Okolie said he wouldn't fight him because what does that tell you? Words, actions speak louder than words. If he's not going to fight him, he must see something there that he's not keen on. So there is a chance in a run-out fight, either the two of them could get beat. So why don't they just fight each other instead of messing about? Fury's messed many people. He's messed Joshua about already, and they've never fought. He messed Usyk about for a couple of years, kicking the can down the road, then taking in the Ngannou fight when he should have been fighting Usyk, and then that was a banana skin that he didn't see, was it? It shouldn't have been a banana skin, but turned into a banana skin. He just won that fight, didn't he? So, but it is more Groundhog Day waffle, innit? And the proof will be in the pudding. I'll believe they're going to fight when I see them weighing in. Until then, it's all hot air in my opinion. But that's only my opinion, eh? So you don't have to agree with me, as I always say. Always encourage people to think for themselves. Maybe you believe it will happen, but we'll wait and see, yeah? We'll wait and see. So I think that's it for the night, guys. And don't forget, boxers in need. Helping grassroots boxing and boxers who have fallen on hard times after finishing their time in the sport. If you feel charitable, you're obviously passionate about boxing. If you're a boxing fan and you want to give some money to them, it's only £12 a year, £1 a month. If you can't afford that, please share it with somebody that might be able to. So it's www.boxersinneed.com. Okay guys, I think that's all for tonight, and we'll be doing some more collaboration videos sometime soon. We'll get the guys organised, maybe through the week or over the weekend. I think I'm quite busy this weekend, but there's a few things on, so it might not get done this weekend. But until the next time, it's good night from me, and good night to you. Take care. Good night.